Good morning, dear children. Hope you all are fine and safe. We are going to continue the same chapter, that is verb tenses. And in today's class, we are going to learn about perfect tense. Dear children, in the beginning, I told you when we started this chapter in the first class, I told you that there are 12 kinds of sentences. Each tense, mainly there are 3 tenses: present, past, and future. And each tense is divided into 4 more categories. So altogether there are 12 tenses. And in that we studied about the perfect tenses also. Perfect tense, present perfect, past perfect, and future perfect tense. But in this grade, in 6th standard, here we are going to study only about present perfect tense. Which topic we are going to study in this class? That is present perfect tense. And about the past perfect and future perfect you will be learning in the next class. Dear children, what is a present perfect tense? The present perfect tense indicates an action that started in the past and is still connected with the present. Action started in the past and still that action is connected with us in some or the other way in the present. The present perfect tense cannot be used if the past action is not connected with the present time in some way. If the past action is not connected in the present in any way, we do not use present perfect tense. Action, the past action should be connected in the present in some or the other way. Then only we can use the sentence in present perfect tense. Present perfect tense indicates an action that started in the past and is still connected with the present. Let us understand with the help of this timeline, this diagram. I have known him since 1999. Look at this timeline, past and present. It is 2005, for example. I have known him since 1999. Or it is 2020, we can say I have known him. Action of knowing started in the past and still connected in the present. Still I know that person. I have known him since 1999. Action of knowing started in the past and still it is connected in the present. Still I know the person. Clear? So the present perfect tense indicates the action that started in the past and still connected in the present in some or the other way. Now, dear children, let us study the structure of present perfect tense. What is the structure of present perfect tense? How to frame the sentence in present perfect tense? That is, we use the auxiliary verbs has or have plus past participle form of the main verb, or the third form of the verb we can say. Has or have are the auxiliary verbs plus third form of the verb or past participle form of the main verb. Dear children, the use of has and have you already know. Has we use with all the singular subjects and have we use with plural subjects. Has we use with he, she, it plus all the singular subjects. Have we use with I, we, you, they and all the plural subjects plus third form of the main verb. Let's see the example. He has eaten his dinner. He is the subject, has. the verb, auxiliary verb we always use according to the subject. There should be subject verb agreement. Here we cannot say he have. If we use have, there will not be subject verb agreement. So verb should be used according to the subject. He has eaten. Third form of the verb or past participle form of the verb, eat. Eat, ate, eaten. He has eaten his dinner. Now we can see the sentence is in present perfect tense. Dear children, this is the structure of affirmative sentences in present perfect tense. Now let's see what is the structure of negative sentence in present perfect tense. We use in negative sentence we use subject plus has or have. Has or have, the auxiliary verbs we choose according to the subject, plus the word of negation not, plus the verb, base form of the verb we use. The structure of negative sentence in present perfect tense is subject plus has or have plus not plus the verb and the object or complement. Dear children, let's see the example. He has. He is the subject. Has is the auxiliary verb according to the subject. He has not. Not is the word of negation. Cleared. Cleared is the third form of the verb we always use in the perfect tense. We always use third form of the verb. So he has not cleared his dues. Dear children, in perfect tenses we always use the third form of the verb, not the base form. By mistake I said here base form. This third form of the verb or past participle form of the verb. He has not cleared his dues. He is the subject, has is the auxiliary verb, not is the word of negation, cleared is the third form of the verb clear, his dues is the object. Now let's see how to make interrogative sentence. Let's see the structure of interrogative sentences. We use has or have in the beginning of the sentence plus subject plus verb plus the object or complement. Clear? Has or have plus subject plus verb and then object or complement. Let's see the example. Have you. You is the subject, so according to the subject we have used the helping verb, auxiliary verb have. Have you applied? Have you applied for the post? Have you applied for the post? Question mark. Dear children, always remember we use has or have, the auxiliary verbs in the beginning, followed by the subject, verb, the third form of the verb. Third form of the verb we use plus object, and at the end there should be question mark. Never forget to put question mark in the interrogative sentences. Have you applied for the post? So this was the structure for different kinds of sentences, how to make affirmative sentences, negative and interrogative sentences. In present perfect tense you have learnt right now, and now Let's go through the uses of present perfect tense. You can see on page number 95. First one is to indicate a finished action that has its impact in the present. To indicate, to express the finished action, the action which took place in the past and has its impact, its result, it affecting the present. For example, the policeman has shot the terrorist. The policeman has shot the terrorist. See the second one, to refer to an activity or event that occurred in the past. To refer to an activity or event that occurred in the past, which took place in the past. Have you been to Singapore? Third one is to convey news. When we convey news, we use present perfect tense. Let's see the example. The Prime Minister has signed the nuclear deal with the USA. Here we are conveying the news. For an action repeated till the present. Any action which repeated till the present. I have listened to the song 4 times since afternoon. For an action repeated till the present. Any action started in the past and it has been repeated many times till the present. Fifth one is to indicate an action that started in the past and is still continuing. To indicate an action that started in the past and is still continuing, which is still going on. He has always admired you. He has always admired you. Action started in the past. Action of admiring started in the past and still the person used to admire you. And the important thing you can see here to remember, the present perfect tense generally does not take an adverb of past time. In present perfect tense, generally we do not use the adverbs of past time, last week, yesterday, etc. But it is used with phrases like so far, since, just, yet, already, etc. So I hope, dear children, you understood this topic.